Hello everyone, this meeting is regarding SugarLearning Sprint Retro Review for 169 and Sprint Planning for 170. The goal to update the Markdown editor to the latest version is not yet been achieved. There is still remaining work to it, and we are gradually moving towards that. This is 2-week sprint, and the product owner is Nick C, and attendees are as listed. The total billable hours for this project were 50. Nick and I was working on this project. Coming towards the sprint backlog, there were 2 bugs that were raised during the sprint, and we added and fixed them up. And the first one was missing YouTube video embeds. This bug, for the context, on the last sprint, on Reagan, we saw that someone was scanning SugarLearning for cross-site scripting vulnerabilities. And Nick asked me to perform an investigation and find, do we have any XSX vulnerability in the SugarLearning? And in that, I find it vulnerability on 2 spots, one while updating the image, and second when we were adding the content to the Markdown editor. We fixed that, but that fix actually stripped the YouTube links while rendering the HTML. So later we also fixed this issue while blocking any kind of access attack. So we are actually retaining any required HTML along with blocking any XSS script. Moving towards the Markdown editor, and I will demonstrate what we are so far to this editor. So I'm running on my SugarLearning, and over here, I'm running SugarLearning on my local, where I will be copying a Markdown, where we are going to add multiple email templates, as you can see, Adam. And now if we want to edit something over here to the metadata, we can see it's been edited over here. Similarly, if we want to edit over here, it's adding. And similarly, if we want to add some content, it's been doing. So far, this has been done, but there are some issues. While adding dynamic content, for instance, if I try to add some content after the email template, it's not been rendered. So there are PBS for it, which I'm still working on. Are you happy with that, Adam? Sorry, you are on mute.
Sorry, if you had spent the whole sprint on this, do you think you would have got it finished? Or you would have got blocked by some issues because it's difficult?
I doubt it, that because as gradually I'm moving forward, I'm finding new issues.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you need help from another person that's
help will be good. Definitely.
Okay. All right. Good to know.
All right. Moving back to the summary. So we did the regular monitoring, and the rest of the Markdown is actually related to the issues which one of the issues I showed you on the SugarLearning. Going to the sprint burn down, we have completed 58% items, and the line coverage remains consistent to 25%. We did have 1 deployment to West US and China North productions. Moving towards the all dashboard, the average number of failed requests per day decreased on SugarLearning West US from 66 requests per day to 55 requests per day. Moving towards the new dashboard, the total number of unique users have been decreased by 2, and authenticated users have been increased by 1 in West US. 9 users per day previously in the sprint, and this time we have 7 users per day for unique users. And similarly, authenticated users have been increased by 1 in 2 weeks period. Moving towards China dashboard, the total unique new users have been increased by 1, and authenticated user remained the same. Do you have any question about it?
Who in China is using it?
Primarily me.
Oh, you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the second user?
I don't know. Someone randomly coming and checking out from China.
Yeah, but they have to be authenticated.
Yeah. Means Tino or someone else, but
Right.
no one is else working on SugarLearning, so no one is using it at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah. Moving to the product roadmap. So we have added a new Epic content edit upgrade, and in this we have been the content edit upgrade has been increased from 25% to 37%, and Epic for EF core migration remains the same at 48%. Do you have any question about it, Adam?
Yeah. So the only two epics that are in progress are the content editor and the EF core one.
Yes, but
So why would
we are
the
not
EF
working
core
on
one
this
move
EF
up
core
to the
migration.
second one?
No, we are not currently working on it. It is in progress, but we are not working on it in these sprints.
Okay, so the order of it is correct. After the content editor one, you will then do the export content feature, will you?
Nick might be able to answer about it because Nick is deciding which one we should choose.
Okay, all right, no worries.
I'll be turning my attention to that probably the sprint after this next
Right.
one, simply because the next one's going to be bugs,
Okay, all right.
with the exception of one marketing one. Keep going, Oz.
So the experimental work, we are continually doing the experimental work for upgrading the Markdown editor. And what went well, Nick is happy with the daily Scrum briefings. And what didn't go so well, Nick was not able to support me because he was busy with Tina Cloud.
Yes.
And for me, the email template has been more complex than it anticipated. For the improvement, Nick suggested to pausing the Markdown editor for now until we have more manpower. Do you have any question about it, Adam?
Well, I definitely. Christian, do you have any opinion on this one?
I mean, there are a few Markdown editors available. I think we're doing a lot of custom work to or custom code to try and get this one to work.
Yeah,
some of that's a bit concerning.
I'm super worried. I think picking this Markdown editor, which does not appear to be mainstream, does worry me, especially when we can't contact the author. There's a problem. I think he's a Korean guy, but it's not easy to find who he is. Yeah, it does worry me. I think that if we were to pause it, it would be pausing it purely to check if there is a better one. Obviously, you've got momentum and you're getting closer. I would prefer to put another dev on it. I'm not sure the right dev, but we could put another dev on it to help you. But I do worry what Christian said, which is this even the right Markdown editor?
That's why we backed off a couple of months ago to look at the Kendo one.
Right. Yeah, at least that's got a full-on team behind it and support system and stuff. Who picked this one?
This was yeah. Keep going, Oz.
Sorry, I means like it's been. I don't know who picked it up. I mean, it's been a long time ago.
Yeah, because this is the continuation of the original editor that SugarLearning was using.
Right. Well, maybe look at the people that implemented it, even if they're older people. I can still ask them if why they chose that over other ones. See if they remember.
Right. Moving towards sprint forecast for 170. And the sprint goal is for invitation email, where invitation email does not send any user information like email when user click on it. So this is we edit it as a sprint, and we're gonna work on it. And the rest are some bugs, adding alerts for the marketing team and regular monitoring. Do you have any question about it, Adam? Do you have any question, Adam?
No, I'm happy.
All right. All right. Thanks, guys, for joining the sprint. The video will be uploaded on SugarLearning channel. See you next time.